is ANN News Brief.
Good morning, I'm Lucy Adeyemi. UN Refugee Agency UNHCR says an upsurge of intercommunal violence in northeastern DR Congo's Ituri province has forced more than 300,000 people to flee their lives this month. The Hima and Lendo ethnic groups in Ituri province have been fighting each other sporadically over land use since 1999. Inter-ethnic fighting between the two communities in late 2017 and early last year was marked by widespread displacement and abuse. But the calm that had taken hold over the past year has broken down again with the recent flare-up of fighting. The UN Refugee Agency reports masses of people were fleeing attacks and counterattacks in 3 of Ituri provinces, 5 administrative territories. UNHCR spokesman Baba Balak says humanitarian agencies are unable to reach the victims in most of the affected areas. UNHCR reports the hundreds of thousands of newly displaced in Ituri are in urgent need of shelter, basic household items and food. It says tens of thousands of people are sleeping in the open or in public buildings without any practical assistance. Last week, ANN reported that Ebola has crossed borders from Democratic Republic of Congo into Uganda and that 2 patients had died in Uganda. Now we can report that after all that followed that incident, trade along the border is now practically at a standstill. Ebola had scared off those importing goods, especially food items, from DRC. Also retreating are transport operators who say they are afraid to cross into DRC. These transport workers say they usually carry people from the Congo to Uganda. One Ugandan businessman says he and his colleagues are warning people not to even shake hands with merchants from the DRC. He says Ebola is spread through contact with blood fluids. Uganda Red Cross screens everyone crossing at official entry point, but it says the danger lies at border crossings where no one is screened. The traders along the Uganda-DRC border can only hope the measures in place now are enough to stop Ebola spread so business can return to normal. We'll be back after this break.
Somewhere in the world, every second of the day, news is happening. And of course, Nigeria is bustling with news day and night. That is why ANN doesn't sleep. Our eyes are peeled, wide open, so no story escapes our radar. We stay abreast of world events and happenings at home. We keep you up to the minute in the world of sports. We give you information to stay on top of your investments and all the hard facts you need to navigate your day. If you miss us on air, you can keep up to date on our website, annafrica.net, and on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. We are ANN, Africa News Network. We do news right in a truly African spirit.
Rand Water has announced a major shutdown of Johannesburg's water supply for Monday. The city's main bulk water supplier says Johannesburg residents will have limited water supply for 2 days, from today, Wednesday, before the 54 hours total shutdown comes into effect on Monday. Rand Water says all reservoirs supplying water to the city will be affected. The water supply company says this shutdown will enable the installation of a 2,500 millimeters butterfly valve to a pumping station. The company says there would be limited water in many areas during the shutdown, and some areas would experience shortage of water or low pressure. The water company says residents should use water sparingly during the shutdown to taps, so taps would not run dry. That's ANN News Brief. For details on these and other stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I am Lucy Adeyemi.